What's up? What's up? What's up? So today is the 16th of January. I believe yesterday was Martin Luther King's birthday. So for him, let's read January 15th. Faithful. I will not break my agreement nor change what I have said. Psalms 89:34. Our faithfulness to God flows from his faithfulness to us. Faithfulness is a key aspect of who God is. And throughout Scripture, we see God affirming his faithfulness through numerous covenants. In this Psalms, the writer records God's affirming his faithfulness to David. The faithfulness was not reciprocated perfectly. David betrayed the Lord on multiple occasions with murder and adultery, yet the Lord remained faithful to him. As men, are we willing to be bigger than our pain? The pain of betrayal cuts deeper than many physical wounds. Are we willing to continue in faithfulness and commitment? Are we willing to continue in faithfulness and commitment when situations and people don't live up to our expectations? Are we willing to show the love of God to those who don't deserve it? We didn't deserve it either, yet God chose to love us anyway. Our calling is to act as he acted in loving faithfulness to a faithless and adulterous world that continuously let us down. Let me read that again. Our calling is to act as he acted in loving faithfulness to a faithless and adulterous world that continuously let us down. Lord, give me the wisdom and strength to know when to continue in faithfulness. Show me how to be loving when unloved by those around me. God is great, because I learned that lesson today. And that'll be our learning lesson assignment. That'll be our discussion of the day. What I learned today, which is very, pertinent or prudent is the word. It relates to today to the T. January 16th. A consuming peace. Perfect, absolute peace surrounds those whose imaginations are consumed with you. They confidently trust in you. Let me read that again. A consuming peace. Perfect, absolute peace surrounds those whose imaginations are consumed with you. They confidently trust in you. A consuming peace. Perfect, absolute peace surrounds those whose imaginations are consumed with your... I did that wrong. Maybe God want me to say this again. A consuming peace. Perfect, absolute peace surrounds those whose imaginations are consumed with you. Meaning, perfect, absolute peace surrounds those whose imaginations, whose mind is consumed with you, meaning God. If your imaginations, if your thoughts are consumed with God, you will have perfect, absolute peace. Isaiah 26:3. The imaginary used by Isaiah is intense. The imaginary used by Isaiah is intense. He describes a people whose imaginations are consumed with you. When was the last time we could accurately describe our imaginations as being consumed by another in the way that wasn't sexual? Let me read that again. When was the last time we could accurately describe our imaginations being consumed by another in a way that wasn't sexual. When was the last time we tasted such pure and holy fire? May our minds again know that absolute peace of being consumed by the thought of the Lord. A perfect absolute peace floods our minds when we yield to the Lord. The last line says, they confidently trust in you. The mind consumed by the Lord has known the troubles and the cares of this world, but is nevertheless impervious to them. The mind consumed by the Lord has known the troubles of the mind consumed by the Lord has known the troubles and cares of this world, but is nevertheless impervious to them. Meaning that the mind that is consumed with God understands the difficulties and the darknesses of life and inside the world, but it does not consume them because they know God. This mind trusts that the Lord, because the Lord holds the whole world in his hand and has never seen an event he didn't plan. This mind trusts that the Lord, because the Lord holds the whole world in his hand and has never seen an event that he couldn't plan. What that means is that the mind that knows God trusts that God knows everything because the world is in his hand. You get what I'm saying? It's like having a basketball in your hand. Trust that the person that has a basketball in their hand knows how to play basketball, because they understand the whole game of it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be that confident. God is beyond confident. He knows everything. He is he is supreme. Why would we not confidently trust such a God of consuming peace? Get what I'm saying? Why would we doubt God when he's that much? He's the ultimate peace. Lord, let the thought of you be my holy obsession. Let my mind continually dwell on you and thus dwell in peace. Lord, let my thought of you be my holy obsession, meaning that that's all you think about. Let my mind continually dwell on you and thus dwell in peace. If you dwell in God, you dwell in peace. They're together as one. Now, let me tell you about my day. So God told me to detach from everyone and activities. So there's these people I smoke with, not too far from here, walking distance, and they happen to be moving. So me being the man I am, I offer to help them. The guy offers to pay. Mind you, I'm not doing it for pay. I'm doing it to help. I end up helping, and in that helping, when people move, they tend to get stressed. But in that helping, the guy ends up getting angry because the items weren't really moved in the proper manner that he wanted to move. And in my mind, God told me, he said, the fact that the guy got an argument with you and you decided to help for free, even though he said to pay, the fact that you even decided to help and you're not even one of his closest buddies, he's ungrateful. Now, in my mind, I could have been wrong and moving the stuff not accordingly, or I could be right. I know I'm right, but let's just say I'm wrong. The fact that I'm helping anyway, and I'm taking time out of my day to assist you, what does that say about your gratefulness for me? God said people will continue to disrespect you if you leave them around you. Basically, you gave them the ammo to be comfortable around you. So in my mind, I said this. I said, do you want this version of reality? Do you want this type of argument about this petty topic? to be surrounding you when you really reach your height of heights? Do you want this in your circle? And that was God's way of letting me see that even if you help people in this world, they can still disrespect you on sight. Even if you help everyone on the planet, someone is going to be disrespectful to you. Even if you help everyone, there's always going to be a Judas. Just because you help does not mean that you're going to get reciprocated. And God said, oh, you can change that. You can change that. You know why? You can change it because you dictate your own reality of future, because it's not here yet. Do you want these individuals around your future? If you don't, cut them off. You know why? Because if you cut them off, you don't have an argument. How do you argue with no one? You don't, other than yourself. And I don't argue with myself or people. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to have issues with anyone if you don't have them around you. You know, people always talk about, man, my girl doing this and that. You know, the woman will say, my guy doing it. Well, if you're not dating them, how can they do that? They can't. If you're not around them, how can they affect you? They can't. You get what I'm saying? God said, this is a test for you. And this is also me telling you, you should have detached from them about a year ago. The fact that this is an issue today is because you didn't bounce back then. So let this be a learning lesson to you. When I say leave people alone and detach, I'm doing it for your greater good before you actually get to your promised land. Do you want this energy in your promised land? Do you want these type of individuals in your promised land? Because when you make it, and you let them in there, don't tell me to let them go away because you brought them here. Don't even let them get close. So this was God's way of when God wants you to leave people back alone, when God want to let you leave people in the past, what he will do is if you take them back, he will produce a predicament to where you fall off again because this shouldn't even exist. The reality that you have with these people that you should have left back, that reality should not exist because they shouldn't be here at the present day. So God will produce circumstances, arguments, betrayals, this, that, it doesn't matter. God will produce something so you can say, you know what? I got you. I should have listened to you back then, but I was being too kind-hearted. And even though kindness is good, kindness for the wrong people is bad. Even though kindness is good, kindness to the wrong people is bad because it only takes your energy. And it's never reciprocated because it was never meant to be kind to those people. Be kind, but limit it to who you give it to. So that's my conversation of the day. That's my take what you could take from that. That's my piece of the night. I'm going to go to sleep because I got to go to work tomorrow. But I just want to let you know your future that you want, that you desire, that you have wished for, that you have spoke to God about is coming to you. But God, he's cleaning house spiritually because he's saying before you get to the promise, I'm trying to get all the spooky and the zombies and all anything that should, any filth, any dirt, any mess. I want the future of you, the promise, to be clean and pure. Any distraction, any complication of it is a fault on God, and God never is at fault. So if he warns us or if he puts a predicament in our life to where we should have peeped game and we don't, it's on us. So understand this. The future you want is not just about the envisioned people you want. It's the kind of people you want there. And do they fit that description?